Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stampin'Up Blessing. Today is a Monday and we are full of energy and ready to stamp with you again. I am super excited that you are joining me today. What are we going to do today? I have two projects. The first one is a card where I'm going to use again the stamp set per se to use them as supportive stamps, okay? After that card, I will show you what I did with my December calendar, okay? And I think you're gonna love it because... So, you know how much I love Paper Pumpkin. So today I want to bring you a project inspired by Paper Pumpkin. But I don't want to forget that there is something going on in Stampin'Up, the company that I represent and I love, and it's Celebration, which is an amazing promotion during the months of January through March. Many of you already know about this, where when you purchase a certain amount of money, I believe it's $50, or $100, it goes up in those increments, you can get new stamp sets for free, or ribbon, or different things, you know. There's mainly stamp sets, but there's also paper and all of it, and it is just such an awesome brochure. I want it all. I know, we all stampers wanted it. And also we started with the occasions catalog for 2019. So this is super exciting news, and it started on January 3rd, and I just couldn't wait to share. So I will start with Paper Pumpkin. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you already have a subscription, but you would like to get your hands in one of these celebration items, you actually can. If you love Paper Pumpkin, you could go to my store and you can pick the 3-month subscription. I believe it's $57. That would give you 3 months of consecutive Paper Pumpkin, or you can skip, whatever. I can explain that later. But it will give you 3 months of Paper Pumpkin with that code that you paid, and then it will give you one item from the celebration brochure for free. So that is a really cool idea. This is some of the coolest news that are going on. So let's start stamping. This awesome stamp set comes with a lot of what I call supportive stamp sets, okay? Many of them may not be like the main star in a card. Sometimes you want the main star to be bigger, okay? Last week, I made cards like this, and I actually made the hello and my 3 balloons the main star of this card, but I created a background behind it and stuff like that, so that helped, okay? It helped to make it a big star. But then how do you make small stamps at the big star of a card? You don't always have to. Sometimes you can use your stamp sets as supportive stamp sets. And that is what I want to show you today. So for this project today, I am bringing some Whisper White. I'm bringing a layer of basic black that is going to go like this. And I have a Pool Party card base, as you see, that opens up vertically. So this is 4 1/4 by 11. And it's scored in half at 5.5 inches, okay? This is gonna be the inside, and I can't wait to show you this card. Many times I reach out to my Paper Pumpkin, either for support or for the main deal, right? But in this case, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me find my stamp first. So I'm going to grab this stamp set, and I'm going to start with some Tuxedo Black Memento ink, okay? And I'm going to start stamping the bottom of this card. So I'll show you what I'll do. Actually, I'll put this, let me see. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll put it this way. And I will start stamping right here at the bottom. Okay, and I'll start making just a little border here of all of this, and you're like, where is she going with this? You will see that you can get very creative with what I call supportive stamp sets, and these are gonna be some of my favorite supportive stamp sets. If you have them, use them. What you have, you are called to use, okay, to bless many. So those are just the bottom. Now I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do next. I'm going to bring again my little balloon, and you remember my balloons from last week that I created with that little oval shapey stamp. Well, I'm gonna do something very similar. I'm going to take my Pool Party, which I believe is the color that came with the kit. I am stamping with what I'm calling my supportive stamps, okay? And I am going to start making some balloons here, and you'll see my process today as I am this year celebrating others. I am so excited to reach my goal of sending my birthday cards to my friends this year on time. And yeah, I didn't start it that good because January is already late for some. But it's okay. It's okay. That's not going to discourage me. I'm going to keep walking forward. Now, I'm bringing the Flirty Flamingo color because I absolutely love this color, and I think the combination is very, very important. Let's see where I put my cleaner. I'm going to clean the stamp really, really fast here. And I'm going to use the same stamp set, okay? And if you already noticed, I'm creating a row of balloons right here. So I'm adding some balloons. And you know how balloons are sort of, they have color, but they're a little bit transparent too. So it's kind of neat, you know, because you can see balloons from... You can see all the balloons together. You see all the different colors, and that's what I'm trying to achieve here. And I'll bring 1/3 color in a second. I will clean my stamp one more time. There you go. And for this one, I have this paper right here. I have it on top of my paper piercer, which makes photopolymer stamping way, way, way easier. I have my Mango Melody color. But the Mango Melody is really a strong color, so I'm going to take some off, and I'm going to put it in between. And it's going to be a little bit lighter, okay? Because it gives the idea of many balloons in here, okay? And as I am celebrating many birthdays this year, and I'm trying to be a little better in sending my cards, I am just stamping off some of that color and adding some balloons. And you know what? I see one that is still missing, and it's right here. It feels like it needs a balloon. Okay, so now I have my supportive stamp sets are making sort of like a backstage for the main deal that is coming in a second. After this, I want to show you a new way, of using this stamp set right here. And maybe somebody used it that way already, but I didn't. So it's the first time I saw it, and I thought about it. I thought, hey, I can do that. So when I saw this stamp set, I sort of saw like a banner. And so I'm going to create a little banner here. So I'm going to go around like this with my pool party. And I'm going to twist my paper. And I'm going to go around and look at that cute banner right there. Can you see it? You like it? I love it. I get so excited with stamping. I know you know my heart, and I'm just sharing ideas because many of you already have these stamps. And if you don't have a banner stamp, but you have a, what I call again, my supportive stamp sets, you have a stamp like this with this shape, go for it, my dear. Make your own banners like that. Now, what am I doing? I decided to bring one of the new stamp sets from the Occasions catalog to become actually my star of the day, which is this one right here that says, "So happy to have you in my life." So I brought that stamp set. This is the Amazing Life. And as you see, I'm all into birthdays. I'm starting my birthday club. I'm so excited for it. And I'm just trying different stamp sets right now. So let me bring "So Happy to Have You in My Life," and I'm going to bring the Memento ink, the Tuxedo Black. And I think I need to do something fun with this one. And this is a stamp set that is going to need to be very crisp. So what I'll do is that I'll add a little bit more of ink to my ink pad because I don't want it to be dry at all. I want it to be very, very juicy when it does this stamp. So I'm going to put this here. And since this is a bigger stamp, I want to see well that is getting all the ink, okay? That is a mega inky, mega black. Mega covered is the word that I should use. I'm not very good at describing stuff with my words. But I think you get the idea. So there is going to be very, very wet, very inked, okay? And now I'm going to bring this one and I'm going to put it right here in the center. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stamp well. And remember, with photopolymer stamp sets, I suggest you use either a mouse pad or a piercing mat like the one that I'm using, okay? Creative use of stamp making, great way to think out of the paper pumpkin box. Yes. And you know what? It helps Patricia to have a goal in mind. And in this case, it's my birthday club, right? I just want to make cards and send them this year, not just send them late, but send them on time. So here I have this part, and I want to add just one more touch to this card. I'm not done with it. You'll see what we will do. I'm almost done, but not done. And I'm bringing again my Flirty Flamingo, and I'm using this very nice stamp set to just bring a little bit more of celebration to this card. So I'll put one right here, and I'll put one right there,
kind of looks like confetti to me. It kind of makes it fun, you know. So happy to have you in my life. And then for time's sake, I'll just show you what is the process and the end result. This will be added to the mat, which is just 1/8 of an inch larger than the white one. And I can add all my dimensions later on. I usually add them when I pass this to my YouTube video. So this is how the card will look, but look what a difference this makes, okay? And the difference that I made is that I stamped again my banner to have you in my, I stamped it on Fleur de Flamingo cardstock, and then I cut it by hand and I added it with some dimensionals, okay? And it definitely adds a, like, more power to this card. Yeah, you know, it just brings it out. So happy to have you in my life. And on the inside of my card, look what I did. I decided to bring that beautiful cupcake that is one of the free stamp sets in the celebration promotion. It comes with a Celebrate Your Day, and then I did a little banner on this side. So let me show you that one. It's this one right here. Hello, cupcake. Hello, cupcake. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because it's one of the stamps that you can get for free when you purchase $50 from my Stampin' Up store. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to show you what I did with my calendar, okay? And here it is. Okay, this is what I made. And you're like, okay, Jessica, you use the celebration. Yes, I use it because I'm in love with it. And I totally love it. But I want to show you exactly what I created. I actually made a book to remind me or remind myself of the birthdays that are coming. So I used all of my calendar sheets for 2019, and then I used the birthday wishes from Well Said, and that is one of the new stamp sets from the Occasions catalog. Here it is. It has a bunch of words, and I love words and framelits. Absolutely love them. And it has a bunch of sentiments, so I'm very, very blessed. I actually got this for free during the Unstage conference when I went. This was my prize patrol. Am I blessed? Yes, I am blessed. The Lord is good. And I added some flowers from the itty bitty punches that are new also too in the Occasions catalog with some glimmer. So look how I did this. I used the Cinch, that is the binding machine that I show in my videos during November. I decided to create a little book, and here is my January, and I'm keeping it very simple. This is going to be something that I use often, that I want to look at often. And yes, I can add more later if I want, but I decided to just add regular paper. Okay, I went to my printer and I got some of my regular paper, and I added about 10 of these per month, because in each of them, my plan is just to add the names of the people and the date of their birthday. And every time I send a card to them that year, I can make a little check mark. Hello, I won't forget. And then I will add the February ones. And if you see, I cut my paper up to this level right here so that my tabs or my little banners are easier to grasp like this. You see? So I decided that this is a good way for me to use my calendar. I know many of you like using them as a calendar per se. I wanted to become a book that reminds me whose birthday is it this or that month, so that I can send them and I can have a checklist and I know what is coming, what birthdays are coming that month. And I will be adding more info about my mailing day. I want us to all work together on this during my birthday club, my mailing day on January, and everything else, so that we're all sending. So the first thing I want you to do as part of joining me on my birthday club, where everybody is welcome, is go and find cards that are already, that you have made for birthdays. Okay, like I made all these cards already, you know, and then the ones that I'm showing you, get them out. And if you have some January birthdays, go ahead and mail them. Mail them today or tomorrow. Mail them. That's the first thing. Second, after you do that, you're done with January. I want you to either create a little book or get a little notebook or a notepad that is just specifically for your birthdays. And you have it on your craft table or with your stamp sets, with your birthday stamps, basket, whatever. So you have it close by and you can start sending your cards and be ready for it. If you're not ready, the birthday comes and there you are running like a crazy chicken trying to make a card for somebody that has a birthday, right? Who's been there? Haha, that's me all the time. So this year is going to change and I'm excited to do this. So I want you to try this. Thank you for being here. Such a blessing to have you. So I've been meditating on the faithfulness of God, and the Lord just put in my heart, remember how faithful I've been to you. Remember how faithful I am. And I started just going through the word and finding different Bible verses. about the faithfulness of God, right? And I read Psalm 57:2, Psalm 145:13, 1 Thessalonians 5:24, 2 Thessalonians 3:3. You can check all those later on your own time. But you know what? Sometimes when we are going through situations that are hard, that are difficult, sometimes we forget the promises that God made to us. And I want to call you all that are listening today to remember the faithfulness of God. If God says something, it's because he has an intention to actually fulfill that promise. If he promised something to you, he is not one to forget, and he is not one to get tired. He will fulfill his purposes in your life, and he will fulfill his promises. Isaiah 46:4, I want to read that one to you, says, even to your old age and gray hair, I am he. I am he who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. And when I read that, I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter how old you are or how long you've been waiting for a promise to become true in your life. If you believe and God spoke, the word of God will happen in your life. It will happen. It's not a magic act. It's an act of faithfulness. It is an act of on his behalf. Even when I am unfaithful, he is always faithful. What an awesome thing to know. Last but not least, hear this one. Isaiah 55:11 says, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. So if the Lord sent you a word, even if it was 20 years ago, he will fulfill that promise to you. And I just need to remind you that the God that you and I serve is a faithful God. It's called the El Hanan Eman, the faithful God, as in Deuteronomy 7:9. Check this out. Isaiah 43:19 says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland. So no matter what you're going on today, remember, the Lord will make a way for you. And if there is adversity, my pastor yesterday brought this awesome message in the morning. It just really ministered to me because it's a lie that the enemy brings to your life. And he said to us that there's a lie in many Christians' lives that said the presence of adversity means the absence of God. And that is a lie. It's not true. That you are going through adversity doesn't mean that God is not with you. He is for you. He is with you. If you think about the stories of the Bible, like the one from Joseph, he went through so much adversity, but God was faithful to his word and to the dreams that he gave Joseph. God was always faithful, and he showed his faithfulness in his life through his whole life. And that story is there to encourage you and me. So God bless you. It is a blessing to be able to be here, share with you the word, share my love of Stampin', my love of Jesus. I hope you are encouraged. I bless you in the name of the Lord Jesus, and I encourage you to be in the Word. Read the New Testament, know the heart of God, learn who Jesus was and who he is in your life. Your 2019 will be transformed. So God is faithful. Thank you for being here. I'll keep in touch with you. Leave me your comments below because I can't wait to connect with you. God bless. Ciao, ciao.